Hello students, today we are going to see the third part of the chapter Glimpses of India, Tea from Assam. You can see the picture where you can see the tea garden in Assam. Ranjal, a youngster from Assam, is Rajvir's classmate at school in Delhi. Pranjal's father is the manager of tea garden in Upper Assam, and Pranjal has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. So, Tea from Assam is written by Arup Kumar Dilla, and Pranjal, who was born and brought up on a tea plantation because his father is the manager of tea garden in Upper Assam, as I told. Rajveer, Pranjal's classmate in Delhi, was invited to visit his home during the summer vacation. The two boys are in a train speeding towards Mariam Junction in Assam. As it halts at one of the stations, a boy selling tea comes up to them. They buy 2 cups and start chatting about tea and its vast popularity all over the world. As they were traveling, they heard the voice, "Chai garam, garam chai," a vendor. He was calling out at a very high pitched voice. He came to their window and asked, "Chai sab?" And then Pranjal said for the 2 cups. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? And listening to these, Pranjal was surprised. Tea really is very popular, he said. The train pulled out of the station. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. He started his book, and Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at the moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. They both were traveling together. They were moving towards Pranjal's place, that is in Assam, and Rajveer, who has not seen tea gardens, can do nothing except looking out of the window and passing his time by enjoying each and every moment of the magnificent view, the beautiful scenery. It was green, green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to the tea bushes, and it was really a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see, dwarfing the tiny tea plants and a tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst them there were the row of bushes busily moved like doll-like figures. And Rajveer, who was surprised to see this view. Pranjal, he was quite familiar with all this, and he does not share this excitement and continues to read his mystery book. By and by, the two friends they started talking about many legends surrounding tea. "Hey, a tea garden!" Rajveer cried excitedly. Pranjal, as I told, as he was born and brought up in the tea plantation, he was not at all excited. And then Rajveer said that this is a tea country. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime. "I have been reading as much as I could about tea," Rajveer said. "No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. Legends are stories. So, what legends? Let us see what are the stories they are sharing with each other. Rajveer recounts one about Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It said that they were tea leaves. Tell me another. Now Pranjal said to him, one legend was shared, now the other one. The other legend is, we have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished the sleep. So, this is how they shared the two legends. We have an Indian legend, and then it was shared by Rajwar, and it is Rajvir added that tea was first drunk in China as far as back as 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, and chini are from Chinese. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century, and then it was drunk more as medicine than as a beverage. Now the train clattered into the Mariam Junction, and the boys, they collected their luggage and then they pushed their way to the crowded platform. When they moved ahead towards the platform, Pranjal's parents were waiting for them, and soon they were driven towards Deklabari, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father, Mr. Barua. He was standing there to meet them, and then he took them to the home to the Dekyabari, the tea estate where he was the manager. As they were passing by, they saw a tractor carrying a trailer load of tea leaves. Rajveer asked Mr. Barua. It was in second flush or sprouting period, which lasted from May to July and yielded the best tea. And as they were travelling on the both sides of the gravel road, there were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their back, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. And seeing this, Rajveer was surprised. He asked his father about the tea flush, that is the second flush or the sprouting period, and that was from May to July. And at that particular month, the yield of the tea was the best. Mr. Barua, he was surprised to hear how knowledgeable Rajveer is and compliments him on having done his homework well. Rajveer agrees that he has been reading as much as possible about tea, but hopes to learn more during his stay. When he saw the people working in the tea farms where they were having the basket on their back and they were plucking the leaves and putting that leaves into the basket, and Pranjal's father was surprised seeing the knowledge of Rajveer about the tea and about his reading work, and then he said that he was really surprised by the homework he has done before coming to the place. And that way Rajveer admitted that yes, he hoped to learn much more because still he was going to stay with them in Assam and he wanted to learn more about the tea plantation. Hence, this is how Rajveer and Pranjal reached to Assam, and this is the way they enjoyed their summer vacation at Pranjal's place in Assam. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you.